A Spokane County Sheriff sergeant arrested in February has a long history of misusing his authority and even cheating taxpayers on his timesheet. Right now, Pete Bunch is pulling administrative duties while the sheriff investigates claims that Bunch resisted and obstructed officers during a scuffle in his South Hill neighborhood. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey took a look at Bunch's personnel file today. And Jeff, Bunch has been in trouble before.
Robin, Pete Bunch has been the focus of at least a half dozen internal investigations, and in all but one of those, he was disciplined. Bunch has also received 2 last chance letters, but has managed to keep his job until now.
Former Sheriff Mark Sturck wanted to fire Pete Bunch back in 2003 when Bunch was caught cheating on his timesheet. According to an internal affairs report the year before, Bunch failed to accurately report 99 hours of vacation time used. The investigator at the time wrote, "The errors and erroneous reporting are the most egregious I have ever seen." In order to keep his job, Bunch then had to sign this last chance letter. However, the final warning agreement expired 1 year later. In 2004, Bunch got another last chance letter after he flashed his badge trying to avoid getting a ticket at the Liberty Lake boat launch. An investigation found Bunch willfully hindered and delayed a Fish and Wildlife officer in the discharge of their official duties, that Bunch exhibited unprofessional and inappropriate behavior. Bunch was involved in another off-duty confrontation with law enforcement just last month.
There was a guy going through yards, going through my yard, going through my neighbor's yards, walking real close to all the houses.
Arriving police contacted the suspected prowler, but the man, who would only say he was looking for a lost dog, refused to cooperate with them, and the fight was on.
There was a point where the officer certainly felt that he couldn't control the situation and needed to bring his taser out to effect that arrest. It was at that point that other officers arrived, and then they were able to take him into custody.
Without tasering?
Without tasering him.
Bunch was booked in jail on an obstructing and resisting charge, but Spokane City prosecutors dropped those counts against him. Now Sheriff Ozzie Knezovich has to decide if he wants to give Bunch another last chance.
Is obstructing and resisting an offense that can get a sheriff's deputy fired?
Depends on the act. It's not one of those that is good for your career, I can tell you this.
Bunch has also been disciplined for misusing his county-supplied cell phone and not properly investigating an alcohol-related crash involving an off-duty state trooper. Sheriff Knezovich says he is still waiting for a report from the Office of Professional Standards before making his decision. Reporting in the newsroom, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.